Hello guys, here's New York movie buff, the heart of filming town. My name is Charlie Austen and I help movie lovers like you to enjoy the experience of movie going even more by focusing on what makes a motion picture a great movie and what might not. In this video, my review on Triple Frontier, the new Netflix movie just released a while ago. But before that, let's roll the intro. Before jumping right onto this video, don't miss the chance to subscribe, hit the like button and hit the bell notification so you do not get behind on any of our new content posted weekly. Okay, let's talk about Triple Frontier. Starring Oscar Isaac, Charlie Hunnam and Ben Affleck, just to name a few from this stellar cast, this newly released Netflix movie embarks viewers on a journey into the unknown. And why do I say that? Despite the fact that this film is being marketed by Netflix as a war movie meets a buddy cop type of movie, since we follow a group of good friends that are ex-military soldiers into an op in South America to take down a powerful drug dealer in the region, the story itself does little to convince us of the premise the movie sold us on in the first place. Although with an enticing intro scene where a lot of the pieces relevant to the story are laid out very nicely, like that Oscar Isaac's character is a badass, or what his mission has been all along, or even that after so many years that might be the very first time that his character gets a real lead into the exact location where the powerful drug dealer is hiding. And now without mentioning the following sequence of scenes where there is good character development to each of the ex-soldiers that will join Oscar Isaac's character into the goal of making some money for themselves while doing some good by doing away with the bad guy. What follows next around the beginning of the second half of the movie undoes all that was being built so far, storytelling-wise per se. This chunk of the movie is purposefully weakened in plot development, so the following half of the movie may end up with all the action scenes that the viewers were likely waiting in the second half because of its nature. Let me explain better so it does make sense to you. The sequence in the matter is the one most of us are being led to believe that will pay us off with amazing action and plot development, aka the storming into the drug dealer's house hidden in the jungle. At this point, the story has already established that this group of guys were really good soldiers back in the day, that this drug dealer has done a hell of a great job into hiding his location for many years, and that even rivals that might have known where he was hiding or where he was living all this time didn't have the courage to pose a threat to the guy. Now, with all this said, what do you expect from our main characters? That they will live up to what was construed as that fictional world that we are watching on the screen and not bend the rules for the sake of the screenplay needs. For example, the movie shows our characters doing just one recognition op before really storming the guy's house. What is weird if you think that guys such as these, trained and worked for the military for so many years, would have been extremely more careful or cautious. Another odd thing about the sequence is their lack of a backup plan. Guys in the military always have a plan B, a plan C, the backup plan from the backup plan and so forth, but not here. Then, what was previously built in the film as the road to an exciting piece of filmmaking at this point in the script ends up being diluted into a scene that promises much but delivers little. You're expecting a war movie scene, but what you get in the place of it? A bland scene that adds whatsoever nothing to the plot in case this movie is not actually a war movie. What leads me to the third half of the movie. At this point, you'll be asking yourself what type of movie you're actually watching or what the story is actually all about, and for a good reason. This movie out of nowhere turns into a survival type of movie. It's kind of like deleting or ignoring all the previous expose done both on the characters and the nature of this story at the first half of it. It also helps us to understand why the main sequence in the second half of it didn't deliver on the promised. Everything at the drug dealer's house being dealt with so easily or with almost no friction or conflict at all. The reason being, if they had given us action at a moment that story-wise demanded such, they would be reinforcing the shape all war moves take most of the time, which is the same format they would be looking to destroy at its third half by then, surprising us with the real motive for the whole plot. Basically, that scene in the second half is a means to an end. Grab viewers that love war movies under the premise that they are watching such, then toy with their expectations that will clearly not be met at this point in the story, keep them guessing, and then surprise them with a story other than a war movie. Sounds genius at first, isn't it? But it's not. The changing theme is not well structured and also happens abruptly. The bridge between two genres not being there does massacre the last half of time screening for this story. Viewers is still struggling with what the story was shaping to be like in contrast with what the story really turned out to be in the process, and by the end with a twist that is as much strange as the odd path the producers took to tell this story, will leave watchers with an uneasy feeling and with a sense of wasted time by the time the credits roll up. In summary, Triple Frontier is a no-brainer attempt to make a movie be many things, trying to appeal to a wider audience without being done successfully. But now, it's your turn. What did you think of the movie? Do you think that it's as bad as explained in this review? Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more content every week. Hit the like button if you liked it. Also the little bell for notifications. And I'm Charlie Austen for New York Movie Buff. See you in the next video. Bye.